Okay. Good morning. I'm Professor Arthur Migala. I'll be your instructor in whether it's face-to-face or in online courses. Uh, First off, let me tell you, my whole goal in these courses is to make it as painless as possible. I try to make everything as direct, as simple, as easy as possible. It's all my courses are live streamed, so you don't have to waste your time trying to figure out how to keep track of all the notes and everything. Whenever I lecture, I'll write down the notes, I'll record them as well as the video of it. And when I finish with it, you'll have access to all of the notes and videos of each lecture. If you want to work ahead, I will also send you all or upload a list of all the last semester's, the previous courses, notes, and videos. So that way, if you want to work ahead, you can do that, which I strongly recommend. Um, yeah, the classes are structured this way. For the face-to-face courses, all my classes will have our meetings, and for all of the classes, we meet face-to-face, and I will live stream it. So if you can make it, great, but I will not take attendance. If you can't make it, you can either watch it online live with the same link you used to get to this meeting, or if you want to, you can watch the video later on. Yeah, you can't be absent from my course. The only thing you can do is not watch the videos. But if you know the material already, then you don't have to do that. So I use that and I go through all the examples in a step-by-step method. I also have a list of all of the solutions of the homework, so I will create them. I'm in the process of for other courses, but like the calculus one, the algebra, and my education 1350, 1351 courses, I have all those. My calculus 2, I'm still putting together, my calculus 3, and higher up. Uh, for those of you in my pre-calculus course, I do apologize for that. But every time I try to upload the files, upload the course, something happening. So, and I will try to get that to you guys as ASAP. But don't worry about it. Because of this delay, I will take off stuff at the end of the course so we won't lose time. All of my classes, the assignments will be online, all the tests, all the quizzes, all the practice tests, all the homework assignments. For the homework assignments, you could take them as many times as you want to until you make the best grade possible. For the practice exams, I and the exams, I'll give you 3 tries to do those. But if you want more, then tell me, I'll give you more tries on them. And I'll keep the best score. The practice exams are not required, but they are bonus points. Whatever you make in the practice exams, 10% of that grade will go on to be your um, bonus points. So if you make a 90, you'll get 9 points added to your test score as bonus points. Again, and the tests, you could take them 3 times over. I'll keep the best score. If you want more tries, then tell me and I'll do that. The final exam on some of my courses, like my 1350, 1351 courses, it's a video project, and I'll send you the information there. My calculus courses, what I usually do is I make instead of a final exam, I make an average of all your chapter exams, and that'll be your final exam. But we'll talk about that first week of classes and see if everybody wants to have that as a final exam or if they want an actual final exam. All of my other courses will have comprehensive final exams. You have 2 tries at those, and they're online. You have 2 tries on them, and I keep the better score. The grades will be calculated as the average of all your homework assignments. That's 1 grade. The remind test and the syllabus test, those are 2 other grades. Each chapter exam, those are each grades. and the final exam or the final project. Those count as that counts as 2 grades. It's 200%. So add up all those and divide by how many test grades you have, and that's your grade for the course. That's all I'm going to do as well. So uh, for this course, for all my courses, I always use Remind as the primary form of communication because it goes straight to our cell phones, and I mean, we all always carry our cell phones. So I will always use that as our primary form of communication because it's not fair that when you're doing your homework and you send me a message, if it goes to email, I won't get it till the next day. So you're sitting there wasting your time until I get the message. But if you send it to me via Remind, I get a buzzy sound on my phone and I can check it and I can respond to your question there. So if you get stuck, I'll answer it within the hour, uh, even on weekends. So 24/7. Send me a message if I'm awake. If I'm not busy, I'll answer it. If I am, then I'll get to you as fast as I can. Because yeah, if you're doing your work, I want you to get to be able to finish all this stuff as soon as possible without waste of your time. So again, our form of communication is Remind. Don't send me email messages because again, I have to log on the computer and a lot of times the system's down, so I can't get to my messages. And so it's more convenient with Remind. And do not use the messages in MyLab Math because those are even worse to get to from my end, as I have to scroll down till I find whatever message it is, and it's just literally a waste of time for me. So if you have a question from a homework assignment, then take a picture of the assignment, the question, attach it, and send it to me on Remind, and I'll get to it and answer it as fast as I can. If it's more complicated than that, then we can meet and do over a Zoom meeting anytime, day or night, all right, and weekends and everything. So for the next 5 months until May 9th, I'm yours to do whatever help you as much as I can. Those are the grades. Attendance, again, it's not taken because you could never miss a class. But you also have to finish the first assignment and do the Remind and the syllabus test because I have to certify you in this course for financial aid purposes for those of you who are financial aid. All right, that's one thing I have to stress. So try to do the first assignment and just to get a grade in there, and I can say that you're in the course, you're actually actively trying, and you get your financial aid. I'm going to talk to some of my students are repeating these courses. I'm interested in finding out why. Is it the structure of the course? Is it the instructors? I'm interested on why students repeat courses. And on my courses, again, I will do everything I can to be there for you whenever you need me. So I just want to know what teacher you took, and so we could during our faculty developments, I could help them and help the whole program. Y'all have any questions so far? Is everybody familiar with the Brightspace, the new system that we use? Okay. Okay, yeah. If you have difficulty with it, great. Then just tell me and I'll walk you through it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Um, all except for my pre-calculus course, everybody else should be up and running. Um, and I'm still putting together the complete course video notes and solutions, lectures and solution sets. So bear with me on that. Um, the syllabus you should all have, please look over that. Oh, I'm glad you asked me. Uh, the due dates. If those of you who've had me before, you know I don't believe in due dates throughout the semester. I have them on the syllabus, but those are not concrete. Those are just to keep you on pace to finish up the course by the end of the class, end of the semester. The only due date I have that I'm worried about is the last day of the semester, May 9th at 11:59 p.m. Everything has to be submitted by 11:59 p.m. on May 9th. Anything that's not submitted at that point will be zeros. In other words, if you didn't do any homework assignments, those become zeros. Uh, and that's when the homework assignments, you have media assignments. Those are not homework assignments because just by looking at those, you'll get hundreds. I delete those. So don't think that that's going to be part of your grade. The homework assignments, the ones that you actually work and enter information, those are the homework assignments. All right. So be very, very, very careful about that. Because I mean, you may have a inflated homework assignment category because of all those media things. I had students just do nothing but media, get hundreds on those, think, hey, I got 100 in homework assignments, and they didn't do any of the work. So again, I can't stress that enough. I do not take the um, media assignments as grades. I delete those and I average all the homework assignments. Anything that you don't do, I put zeros in there, and every zero, it takes 400 or 500 to bring them up to a passing grade. So every zero hurts. Same with the exams. If you miss an exam, that's a zero, which is why I give you multiple chances at each exam. So I want you to make the best you can. And so don't cheat. It's not going to help you in any way, shape, matter, or form if you cheat, because if you cheat, okay, you get a good grade, but you don't know anything of the material. So, and just do your best. That's all I can ask for. Because after you finish this class, then you have to go to the next level class, and if you don't know what you're doing and you made an A in my class, it looks really bad for both of us, actually. So let me see the assignments, the deadline. Uh, I'm here for you again. I'm here for you 24/7. As long as if you work late into late at night and you want to have a Zoom meeting, then give me a day warning so I could take a nap during the day and I could stay up or wake up and meet with you at a later time after you get off work. All right. Other than that, if on weekends and things, Saturday or Sunday, shoot me a message on Remind, and if as soon as I get free, I'll respond to your message. Um, that should be about it for the course. I mean, it should be pretty straightforward. Uh, I Again, you could attend if you're in my face-to-face classes. You can attend the classes, or you can watch them online live stream and participate that way. You could ask questions online, either by texting, typing, or by actually asking them, and they'll come over the computer, and I'll answer it as if you were in class with me there. Any questions? No questions? All right then. Again, I'm hoping you have an educational, informative, entertaining semester. I try to take all the stresses out of the class. Let me see. I have a question here. Oh, yes. There's one question. What is the question? You can unmute yourself or you can just type it. Good question. Are there any specific days for meetings? The face-to-face classes are those are set in schedule, but the online courses, if you want to meet face-to-face on via Zoom online, then I will set up a regular repeating schedule for the online courses. Other than that, you can watch the videos of my lectures during the day or the previously recorded semester information. So that's a very good question. The times and dates are look on the schedule. Actually, I'm very good. Yes, I will send you a schedule of when my other classes meet, because fortunately this semester I have face-to-face and online algebra and calculus courses. So I will send you that information. Another question. Yes, please. Karima. Yes. You're welcome. I knew there was something else I forgot. Yes. The I used to have on all my courses when you logged on and before you took anything in the course, you had to take a syllabus and a remind quiz. Because the syllabus test was my creation, it doesn't transfer from semester to semester because of this new system we have. And instead of me going back and retyping it over and over and over, what I do is simply by reading your syllabus and sending me a remind message saying I've read and understand the syllabus. That's all you have to do. That's a good question. Yeah, I'm glad because in the past I used to have it was a 10 question over a test over the syllabus, but because it's too painful for me not typing those 10 questions every semester, every class, I'll just have you guys just send me a message on remind. Good. I'm glad you asked that question. Thank you. Also, make sure that you check your emails because whenever I have large group distributions of stuff, I normally will send out a remind. I'll send it as an attachment, but sometimes I'll send it through the school email, and when I do that, I'll send you a message saying, "Okay, I sent everybody this file, and go check it there." But make sure your email is up to date and accurate. It's the one that starts with an E, your school email. All right. So yes, yes. It's actually, yeah. On some of the classes, the remind test actually did transfer. I don't know why, how. So, and that just consisted of 4 basic math questions. So I just want to see on how you do the basic math operations. Um, I want you guys to try to get away from using calculators. Use a calculator to help you to check your answers, not to do the work for you. So that's why I have this syllabus of the remind test. But if your course doesn't have a reminder or syllabus test, just send me a message, and that's good enough for me. Yes, for both of them. Yeah. Again, I can stress this is please when you do the work, do the practice exams before you take the tests because again they're free points. Because if you make a 90 or an 80 or 90, that's 8 or 9 points added onto your test grade. So if you made an 85 and you have 8 points free, you have a 93 now. You just jump from a B to an A. So the practice exams are an excellent way of getting free points and pretty much guaranteeing you a higher grade. Because there's also one for those classes that have final exams. There's also a practice final exam. So you get those are worth 20%. So if in a practice final exam, if you make a 90, that's 18 points you'll be added. So for the final exam, it's more difficult, so you get more points. All right. Any more questions? Any more questions? Those are all excellent questions, actually. All right. If there aren't any more questions, then I wish you all a great semester. And for those of you in my face-to-face classes, I'll see you in class. Hopefully tomorrow. If not, then Thursday for sure. And those of you who are online courses, you can always attend my face-to-face classes, the live streaming versions of it, or we could do a Zoom meeting whenever you have any questions. I'm here for my students always. Anything else? You're very welcome. No, no, just send me a message on Remind. Yeah, because again, I can't control what happens with that new system we have. So if you have an actual syllabus test transferred over, don't worry about it. Just read the syllabus, make notes of the important dates, the drop dates, we'll have 2 sessions of uh, progress reports where I'm going to tell you whether you're satisfactory or not satisfactory. And if you're satisfactory, that means you're passing. If you're not satisfactory, it means you're failing. But again, it's not a grade. It's just to tell you where you are. So just send me a message and that's it. I'll remind, yes. No, the system will not put a 0 in there. I will. Again, and that's what makes it so difficult because if you look at your grades, it only averages the grades that you attempt. So if I'm not mistaken, if you don't do anything, you get 100, and that's ridiculous. So I used to start off with all the grades being zeros, and whatever you make, you raise your grade. But that was too depressing because if you're in chapter 1 and there are 9 chapters, then you won't have a passing grade until the end of the semester because you'll have zeros everywhere else. So yeah, it's and the syllabus when you get the syllabus on the very bottom on the calendar, a lot of mine, if not all of them, I put for each assignment, I have a spot on the side so you can enter what grade you made there. So all the homework assignments, add up how many homework assignments we have. Remember, put zeros in the ones you haven't done. So if we're in chapter 3 and you've only done chapter 1 and chapter 3 stuff, put zeros in chapter 2, add up all those grades and divide by how many grades you have. That's your average. And that's what I'm going to do. So, but if you make 80s and 90s on chapters 1, 2, and 3, and you average them out, you have something like an 85 or 87 average, which is good. So, yes, I will put the zeros in at the end of the semester. But again, which is where the progress reports come in. I will tell you, I will give you a heads up on what your grades are, whether you're passing or failing on those progress reports. And the grades will come out on eConnect, not eCampus. So all the grades will be on eConnect when we finish the course. All right, so that's a lot of students look for that all the time. We got a new person here. Okay, so actually, if you guys want to, if you have any more questions, you could log off or you could stay because I'll just repeat everything for our new guest that we just talked about. All right, so those of you who just joined up, good afternoon. I'm Professor Arthur Migala, and I will be with you for the next 16 weeks. Uh, I'm going to try to make the course as painless as possible for you. I have uh, all my courses are live streamed, so if you have to miss a class for whatever reason, if you're face to face, don't worry about it. You can watch it live online, or you can watch a recording of it after I finish the class. You'll get a copy of the notes from that class that I wrote during lectures, and the video of the class itself. So it's almost like you being there. If you're online, then I will have a list of all the previous lectures and solution notes from the previous semesters, as well as the ones I do this semester. Okay, so you won't be out in the dark. You'll be able to follow along that way. The assignments, you'll have homework assignments, practice exams, tests, And finally, some classes have final exams. One of them has projects, and the other one maybe my calculus series has the average of the chapter tests is your exam grade. But your homework assignments, you can take it many times as you want to till you make the best grade. And then the exams and practice exams, you have 3 tries to do your best score. And if you need more tries, just tell me. I'll increase that number to 5 or 6. So again, it doesn't help anybody to cheat in this course. I'm gonna do everything I can to help you. Also, if you do bad on a test, I'll tell me you have 3 tries. If you need more tries, tell me. I'll increase the number. Just do your best, because that way you know what you earned in this class instead of cheating. Um, Let me see what else. For the remind test and syllabus test, just go ahead and read the syllabus and send me a remind message that says I read and understand the syllabus, and I'll give you 100 for the syllabus test. And simply by using the remind app, send me a message. I'll give you 100 for that, because that's what I'm testing, is to see that you know how to use it. I will be using the Remind app as my primary source of communication for this course, because it's directly to my phone, and I don't have to log on any system, and if the system's down or not. So emails are iffy sometimes, especially when this weather. We're in the beginning of the winter semester, so we're gonna have more times like this. So don't send me messages on through MyLab Math or on email. Send it only through Remind. That way I can respond to it faster. 24/7, weekends or not. Because I want to answer your questions as fast as possible. Um, Again, if you're my online students and you want to participate in a face-to-face class, then you're more than welcome. Actually, let me see if I can find it really quick. Let me see. I think I have a copy of my um, class here. Oops, let me close this one down. Let me see. Oh, here it is. So here are my classes that I have this semester. On Monday, Wednesday, I have a class at 8 o'clock. These are my education class. At 9:30, I have an algebra class. And at 11 o'clock, I have a pre-calculus course. For my Tuesday and Thursday courses, I have an 8 o'clock calculus 1 and a 10 o'clock calculus 2 course. So if you want to attend any one of those online or even my face-to-face sessions, you're more than welcome to. Okay, so and I have two my algebra classes that start up in March, but if they want to start early, they're more than welcome to. So again, if you're in my algebra course, you can log on Monday, Wednesday at 9:30 if you want to follow along there. Or if you're in my calculus 1 class, you can follow along on Tuesday, Thursday at 8 o'clock. So that should help if you want to participate with the class. All right, yeah, and it says January 29th is census date. By that time, you have to at least done the first homework assignment and send me the remind and the syllabus note. Just send me a note saying that you read and understand the syllabus, and that's good for both of them. Okay, let me see. That should about covered everything. Any more questions? Because this is the way I'm hoping all my class, all the semester goes. It'll be just that smooth. If you have any questions, just don't hesitate to send me a message on Remind, and I will respond to it as fast as I can. I even check it if I'm out eating dinner somewhere and I hear the beep. I'll respond if it's not a long question. Again, if you have a question on a problem, take a picture of the problem and then send it to me. And if I can't respond to it on Remind, then we'll set up a Zoom meeting and I'll work it out. And that's pretty cool because I have a camera that will be interactive. So I will write down all the solutions. I'll lecture, and then you'll see it writing on your screen as if you're sitting in the classroom at the board. All right. So I'll zero stress and everything. So no more questions. Okie doke. I wish you all a great semester. Happy New Year. And I will be here for you, and we'll start off the semester. You can start off now if you want, because I'm finishing up all the stuff, all the notes and everything from previous semesters in my classes, and putting them in this one sheet so you can just get up and go. All right, so my calculus courses, my education, and my algebra courses. All right, everybody, have a great day and a great semester. Thank you very much. Bye bye.